Hello and good afternoon. Good evening, perhaps. How's it going? How is everyone this lovely Tuesday night? I hope that you had a wonderful day at your places of employment. And now that you're home, I hope that you're relaxing and getting off to a good start for a relaxing evening. And I don't know about you guys and where you live, but actually we didn't have much of anything except delayed openings this morning for school and for work around the metro Atlanta area. Of course, North Georgia got some different weather than we did. But anyway, it was better safe than sorry, I guess. That's the precaution that we were taking, safer than sorry. So anyway, I am popping on because I am, of course, coming to you nightly to talk to you about some different things that are important to people who want to advance their careers. And tonight we're going to be talking about, are you job hunting this holiday season? And if you are, then wonderful. I am going to be talking about some things that you can do to help to make your job search more successful. So if you're popping on for that, you're in the right place. How about that? So come on in, say hello. I see a couple of people saying hi. Hi, Raymond. How are you? Welcome to this live broadcast tonight. And I am not going to delay. I'm going to go ahead and get started. I am Vashana Weatherspoon, career strategist and excellence accelerator, helping women who feel frustrated in their careers to emerge from stuck and surge to their next level of success, whatever that looks like for them. And I am coming to you because, like I said, I'm on at least every Tuesday through Friday talking about matters that matter to women in their careers to help with their advancement and their promotional opportunities so that they can have better pay. Because if you look at the statistics from women in the workplace, we really have come a long way, but we have a long way to go. And so we're just going to talk about some stuff that matters to women in their careers. So before I do that, I want to give you an opportunity to like and share this broadcast. More importantly, to tag or invite a coworker, a friend, a family member, maybe your sister, your auntie, your mother, somebody who is in the career space and they want to get some information about how they can make their careers better and more fulfilling and more enjoyable. That's what we're going to talk about. So if you're ready to hear about job hunting during the holidays and get some tips for how to do that in a way that helps you to not be all gloomy and sad because it's the holidays, we want you to be happy and excited about your new career, then what do I want you to type? Type new job in the comments. And we're going to go ahead and get started. So if you're job hunting this holiday season, you already know. Job hunting is essential for finding new employment, but it is not fun. And especially if you are unfortunate enough to be part of a layoff or downsizing, or maybe you were fired and it's unexpected. It can be an emotional roller coaster as you submit applications and hope that somebody notices your application. First of all, hope that it gets past the systems that look at the applications to begin with so that somebody can notice it and call you and hopefully get an interview. And this can be even more nerve-wracking during the holiday seasons than it is at any other time of the year. And primarily because people are out of the office. It's the holidays. They're having parties instead of working while they're at work. and they're on vacation with their family and their friends, using up end of the year leave that they might have. So, sometimes people are out of pocket, or they're just not responding to emails and telephone call messages as fast as they normally would, which can cause a little bit of frustration if you're the person out there looking for the job. For the people who have the jobs, then they're just chilling. But the ones who are looking for the jobs, which would be you, that could be very frustrating. But don't be so frustrated. Because the delay does not necessarily mean that employers are not seeking candidates during the holiday season so that they can have them on board for the new year, because they absolutely do want to have new employees on board for the new year so they can get the year rolling off to a good start. So it's necessary to be strategic about your job search for your own sanity. That's the most important thing, for your sanity. So I have a few strategies that I'm going to share with you to help you with your job search this holiday season. And drum roll, please. Let's get started. I just love that sound. So the first thing you can do is create a plan. You may be thinking, create a plan? Why in the world do I want to create a plan? I want to get a job. And that's understandable. So we're going to create a plan for your job search. And this is going to help you to map out your job search goals for the month. It's going to help you to know how many applications or resumes you want to submit, how many phone calls or follow-ups you want to make with people, how many networking events you want to attend, and which ones, so that you can remain on track with your job search efforts. So that's the importance of having the job search plan, is to make sure that you don't go and goof off when you really should be working on trying to find a job. Because it's easy to go and just be depressed and sit in a corner and watch TV and eat some popcorn. But that's not going to help you to find the job that you need to help to take care of your life and pay your bills and all the things that you do with your job. The next thing is to take the time to do some research. So keep abreast of job openings, potential employers, new trends in your industry, because this is all stuff that's going to help you in the long run. Of course, you want to know what jobs are open, because you're going to be making your plan weekly and you want to know which jobs you need to be applying to. And of course, you want to know who's hiring. That's very, very important when you are looking for a job. And the industry trends just help you to stay on top of what's going on in your industry. So when you do get that interview, then you'll be able to talk about things that are relevant to your industry, to your career, which will help your potential employers to know that you are a serious candidate, because you know what you're talking about. You know your stuff, so to speak. And if you don't have access to a computer, then you can always check your local library. Maybe you could borrow a friend's computer, or maybe a kid. Who knows? Somebody has a computer somewhere. They are very prevalent nowadays. And then update your resume. And I'm always talking about updating your resume, making sure that you keep it current, and that you do this just throughout the year, so that you don't have to wait until you lose a job and you're out searching to go and update your resume. If you do it periodically, if you do it once a quarter, then you can go back and reflect upon any new experiences that you had at your job or training or education, any volunteer experiences that you've had, any workshops that you've attended, any conferences that you've attended where you've learned some skills that you can take back and implement. Then you want to keep it upgraded with all of those different things. Have you taken a foreign language course? All of those things count. So your skills, your education, and your experience, update all of it in your resume and keep it current so that when it's time to submit your resume, you don't have to go back. You don't have to go trying to figure out what all you've done and what you need to include. It's already there. The only thing you need to do is update your cover letter, figure out what your objective is that you're going to put on there, and just kind of tweak it. You can tweak it a little bit for the job that you're actually targeting. I don't recommend sending a generic resume for every job. I think it's best that you look at the job announcement that has been put out and you respond to that job announcement with your resume based upon the criteria that they've outlined in the announcement. And that way, when you're going through the tracking systems or whatever, they can see, especially if you're using the same wording, that you are a person who meets the criteria for that particular job. So keep that in mind when you are updating your resume and when you're applying for jobs. The next thing is, of course, I alluded to it earlier, but it's networking. Like I said, it's holiday party season, so take advantage of these holiday festivities. And you might not be all perky and happy and jolly and wanting to celebrate, but it's a good idea to connect with people. You can connect with old coworkers, with friends, with acquaintances, and find out what they know. What kind of job leads do they know about? Because your best opportunity and chance of finding a job quickly is going through somebody who knows somebody, a friend of a friend of a friend. You've all heard that. It really does work if you have somebody who's kind of pushing on your behalf to help you to get your next job. Especially when you're unemployed. It's really important when you don't have a job, right? And so, of course, volunteering. You can volunteer your time also. So if you don't have a whole lot of friends that have parties going on, or you're not invited back to the office party or whatever, volunteer your time. That's a great way to meet new people. And not only will it help you to help somebody else out, but you get to meet some different people, expand your circle so that, you can have interaction with different people from different places, different spaces, and hopefully you can learn from them what they know about some potential job leads. Once you let them know, once you've established that rapport, you've gotten to that place where you can talk about, usually that's one of the first things that come up. What do you do? What's your, what kind of work do you do, and that kind of thing. It's a perfect opportunity to say, well, since you mentioned it, I'm looking for a job, and get into that conversation. So anyway, next tip, brush up on your skills. Since you have some extra time, use the time wisely. There's lots of places where you can go and do some free trainings. Specifically, I talked about it before, your local library. They are known for having people come to give free trainings and free workshops where you can learn different skills, learn about different things. I know sometimes they do like entrepreneurial workshops. They teach computer skills. Just check your local library and their announcements. They have all kinds of trainings that they do. And then you can also look online. There's free trainings that you can do online as well. And probably other organizations out in your community. So, kind of be on the lookout for what's available where you live and take advantage of it. Tip number 7 is to sign up. Wait for it. Because this is something that's been around a long, long time. But with temp agencies, it's a great way, especially this time of year, to find seasonal employment opportunities. And although it may not be what you want to do ultimately for your career, it's a good way to earn some cash, like right now, while you're doing your job search. And It gives you an opportunity to expand your skill set. And who knows, that temporary job might be the thing that could lead to something more permanent. Or at least you have, are in connection with a company who might, not might, they will know about other opportunities that exist. So you'll have a chance again to establish more relationships with people who can help you to find employment. Now that's a win-win, right? I would say so. I'd say so. Now, those are my tips for how you can manage your job search for this holiday season. And if you are someone who finds yourself in the position where you are not employed, or you are employed but you're looking for other employment, and you need a little bit of help figuring out what that next job, what that next career, what that next level looks like for you, then I have a special offer for you. It's my 3-part e-course series entitled Career on Fire, 3 Steps to Your Next Level. And as I said, it's absolutely free. It's all about helping, I'm saying women, but it's something that can be applied to men or women. It really doesn't matter. But it's an hour worth of content broken up into 3 different segments, walking you through specific steps, specific strategies to follow so that you at the end come out with the clear sense of what it is that you need to do as your next step to get yourself on track with your career. Again, Career on Fire, 3 Steps to Your Next Level. You can find it at www.vashanaweatherspoon.com, and that's www.vashanaweatherspoon.com, which is my name, and you just type in your information. The content will start delivering to you almost immediately, and you can get started right now, tonight, helping yourself to figure out what the next level for you looks like. So I hope that you have gotten some value out of these tips that I put together for you tonight. And before I leave, I want to give you one last opportunity to like and share this video. If you're catching this broadcast on the replay, type replay in the comments so that I know who's on live and who came on later on and saw it on the replay. And that's all I have for now. So I will see you guys next time. Have a wonderful night and goodbye.